Hello class, this is Mr. Gibson and I'm doing this video to show you how to submit your final exam using Desmos. Remember, your final exam will be broken up into two parts. One part will be online like the other exams that you had during this semester, and then the other part will be paper and pencil, but the paper and pencil exam must be submitted through Desmos. So this is what you need to do in order to submit it through Desmos. You will go to Desmos, desmos.com. Okay, now with Desmos here, you would need to, I think I need to expand this. Okay, now with Desmos here, you would need to sign in or create an account. If you already created an account, you would click sign in and just sign in. But if you have not created an account, you have to click on create account. And then you have two options here. You can use your Google account if you already have a Google account. And I would suggest if you have a Google account, please go and sign into Google now. And then sign into Google. And then when you click on using a Google account, it'll automatically sign you in. But if you don't have a Google account, you have to click on email address and then type in the email address, a name or nickname, and a password. Now, I would strongly suggest if you're creating an account using an email address that you write down your email address and your password and save it somewhere. Either text it to yourself, write it down, email it to yourself, because a lot of people end up losing their sign in information and you don't want to do that. So whichever one of these you use, Google account or email address, you do have to click on that you agree to these statements here. Now, it says here, I have read, understand, and accept the terms and policy and privacy policy. You can read these statements. I'm not telling you to blindly go into this without reading these statements. You can read them, and then if you agree with them, proceed on with Desmos as is. Okay, so now, whether using a Google account or email account, you'll put in the information and then click create account. Now that's for email. For Google, you still have these policies, but once you click on these policies, you would just click in sign in with Google. So this is how you would create your account. Now I already have an account, so I click on sign in. I use Google, so I clicked on sign in with Google, and then my name popped up. Okay, now the next thing that I would want you to do once you're in here, you will click on Untitled Graph, and then in your title, you would type in your name. My name is Jerome Gibson. Put down Jerome Gibson's final exam. Jerome Gibson's final exam, and then press save. Now, this is the title that you will have. Now, when you email me this, you're going to email me a link. When you email me the link, that link is going to show your name when I put it in. It'll have your name, and that is the final exam, so I would know exactly who it is. Please, no nicknames, first and last name. Okay, now, I'm going to show you an example of a problem. Let's look here. I'm just going to do problems 19 and 20 using Desmos. So the first thing we would have to do here is they want us to find the mean, median, mode, and mid-range. Okay, so I press the add and I click table. Now in the table here, I would just need to type in the hours, 64.3, 58.3, 56.9, 45.7, 43.3, 40.7, 35.1, and 29.1. Okay, now I typed in all of these values here. Now we want to do the mean, median, and mode. I will click the keypad, click on functions, click stat. Now I will do the mean, which is x1, close that parenthesis. Now I would do the median, go back here to functions, go to median, and X1. Now, and enter. Now, mode and mid-range is not on Desmos here, but you can type the word mode. You could type the word mode and equals, and then in this case, the answer is no mode. You could type that value in. Okay, next, you will click on the next and do not press enter. You will click on the next number. Next number would be mid-range. Now you have to solve that on your own. And as far as 19 went, the mid-range was 46.7. Okay, next, for number 6. Now, don't worry about that these numbers are different than what it is on the exam, because this could have been 1 and 2, but for number 20, on here on this graph is number 6. But if you do everything in order on your final exam, then on Desmos, then it'll be easy for me to know. Please do not do things out of order. We just finished all of 19. Now we're on problem 20 here. 20 says the blank is the value that occurs most often in the data set. It'll be mode. All right, now, matter of fact, let me go and do 21 and 22. 21, it says the mean, also known as the arithmetic average, is founded by, you could say, adding all values and divide by how many values. You can click the next line. And then I said go to problem 22. If a student's rank in a class of 500 is 125, the student's percentile rank. Now for problem 22, it was a 76th percentile. Now they actually put the word percent. So that one, I would just say spell the word percentile, and whatever pops up, just leave it as is, and I would know what that is. Okay, so this is how you would do it. You would press save, and now all of this is saved. Now, you see this symbol here that has this arrowhead here. This has it where you would share the graph. You would click here, and you would click copy. Now, you would go to your email, and then you would type in your email, the subject final exam, and then you would type in the place that you would type in your message. You would type in, here's my final exam link, and then you would paste this link to it. Okay, so now, this is how you would do it. Now I want to show you all what this would look like. Okay, say you sent me the email, I clicked on the link, and this will end up going to this bar here. I click on the link, and then it will show me this, and it will show me exactly what you typed in. And then I would be able to grade it based on that. And so this is how you would submit your final exam, the written part through Desmos.